What if I told you that peace isn't found by changing your past, but by learning how to release it? So many of us carry yesterday like a heavy sack on our backs, but yesterday is a memory, not a burden. This is the story of a young farmer who lost everything he had in a single storm, and in doing so, discovered that true strength isn't in holding on, but in finally letting go. In a quiet, sun-drenched village lived a young farmer named Arjun. He was famous for his bright laughter and his unshakable optimism. Every single morning before the sun even rose, he would kneel down, touch the earth, and whisper to himself, "Another day, another chance." He truly believed that life always gave second chances, that with enough effort and faith anything could be rebuilt. But one year, fate decided to put that belief to the ultimate test. After months of sweat, prayer, and sleepless nights, Arjun's fields were a sea of green, full of life and promise. Then, one evening, dark clouds gathered on the horizon. The wind began to howl like an angry beast. Rain crashed down, slicing through his tender crops. Lightning split the sky, and thunder rolled across the fields like the drums of war. When the storm finally passed, an eerie silence fell over the village. Arjun walked out to his field, and his heart stopped. Everything was gone. The vibrant green had turned to brown, lifeless mud. His crops were shredded, the soil completely drowned. He just stood there, numb, feeling as if his own heart had been crushed along with his plants. Villagers came to offer comfort. "It's okay, Arjun," they'd say. "Everyone faces bad times. You can plant again." But Arjun couldn't hear them. Days turned into weeks. He stopped going to the fields. He stopped smiling. The man who once whispered, "Another day, another chance," now muttered the same question over and over again. Why? Why did this happen to me? One afternoon, as Arjun sat by a dry well, staring blankly at the ground, he noticed a monk approaching. The monk's steps were slow and calm, his face radiated peace, and his eyes were kind. Without asking, the monk sat beside him, sharing the silence. After a while, he asked softly, "Why does your face look like yesterday is still sitting on your head?" Arjun sighed heavily. "Because it is," he replied. "My crop is gone. All my hard work is gone. My future is gone." The monk didn't argue. He simply reached into his pouch, pulled out a small handful of salt, and sprinkled a spoonful into a glass of water. He handed it to Arjun. "Drink this." Arjun took a sip and instantly recoiled. "Bitter. What did you put in it?" The monk smiled, stood up, and gestured for Arjun to follow him. They walked to a nearby lake. The monk took another spoonful of salt and tossed it into the vast expanse of water. "Now drink," he said. Arjun hesitated for a moment, then cupped his hands, took a sip, and a small smile appeared on his face. "This time it's fresh," he said softly. The monk looked at him with gentle, knowing eyes. "Salt is like pain, my son. It's like failure, like yesterday. If you hold it in a small mind, a small container like that glass, it makes your entire life bitter. But if you grow your heart, if you let your soul expand like this lake, yesterday dissolves and today remains sweet." Arjun stood there, speechless. The monk placed a hand on his shoulder. "My child, don't carry yesterday in your pocket. It is far too heavy. If your past couldn't destroy you, why are you letting it live inside you now?" With another warm smile, he turned and disappeared down the dusty road. That night, Arjun couldn't sleep. The monk's words echoed in his mind. "If you hold it in a small mind, don't carry yesterday." When the first rays of dawn touched the fields, Arjun rose and walked back to his land. Yes, the soil was still ruined. The crops were gone, but something deep within him had shifted. He knelt down, picked up a handful of mud, and whispered, "Yesterday broke my crops, but I will not let it break me." With a quiet determination, he began the long process of cleaning the debris. He worked day and night, not with anger or bitterness, but with pure resolve. The villagers watched in awe. Some were so inspired they came to help. Others cheered him on, seeing the familiar spark return to his eyes. Months passed. The land turned green again, this time richer and fuller than ever before. When harvest season arrived, Arjun's fields produced twice the yield of any other farmer in the village. When people came to congratulate him, he would just smile humbly and say, "The crop grew the moment I stopped carrying yesterday. Life will send storms. They will tear down your plans, crush your expectations, and shake your faith. But remember this, pain is inevitable, but carrying it is optional. Don't live today with the bitterness of yesterday. When you hold on to what's gone, you miss the beauty of what's still here, waiting to grow. So, wake up, take a deep breath, and tell yourself, yesterday is over, today is mine, because every single sunrise brings a new chance not to erase the past, but to rise above it." If this story touched your heart, Don't just listen to it, act on it. Let go of the weight you've been carrying. Plant something new today, a dream, a habit, a simple smile. And if you'd like more stories to inspire your journey, please subscribe and stay with us. Your path to peace and renewal begins right now. Thank you for watching.